So new in our 2018 series is a concept that pivots from past solutions by targeting IT server and website performance. This unique new product is called EADAN, and that is the focus of today's demo. And this is a trailer, not the whole movie. So we start things off with a static dashboard showing, which on the upper third shows line item error messages in three categories: minor, critical, and major. Or here to the lower left, we show them in a pie chart format, and as you can see, there's just above a couple hundred, most of which are minor, a couple of major, and about 20 critical. And as we toggle down, what we have here are the bar graphs that show a couple of sample website response times. In the green, we're showing Microsoft Network. In the yellow is our homepage, Kwivira.com, and then finally CNN, just to throw in there as the third. All three of them are showing here in the milliseconds, 192, 208, 138 as acceptable. Coming back up here, the one lone unavailable website is a fictitious a squared a cubed b cubed URL that didn't quite make the cut. So that's the sort of base coat of what you would get right out of the chute for this new product, EADAN. Now let's move over to look at how you might show some different views based on using our time range feature. So we're at today. But we happen to know that on the 25th of February there was some complaints about some sluggish performance on applications. So we'll go shrink things down time-wise and see if we can get that to be workable from a picture point of view. So in the first grid, CPU usage, you can see here it's February 25, and it shows in this particular window through 3rd of March. But what we're really looking at is what happened that day, and we know in the morning is when the complaints came in. So we just toggle up here, we can see that around 8:20 there was a 12% spike of CPU. That's not necessarily a big deal, so we're not sure that that's the culprit. Let's come down to the memory, and even though it's pretty skinnyly shown here, we can also hover and see that roughly the same time frame, there's a 48% spike of the memory utilization. Again, not necessarily a real problem. And then finally, looking at the disk, this particular drive affiliated with that host is the red, and it's showing 45% utilization, which is not, again, anything of significance. So in all likelihood, the culprit is not here in these three domains, but more so it's likely to have been spurned by the application. And in this case, for the demo, we did not set up that surveillance for brevity, but in the future, that actually will be the topic of the sequel to this event. So stay tuned for that, because you'll see how we can correlate application error messages with the infrastructure that we just showed you here. So that's a quick snapshot of how you might be able to see your environment from a performance point of view. So in summary, we've created an efficient and concise way keeping track of performance on these IT assets that can be easily shrunk or expanded based on evolving needs. In fact, the settings that supplied all of today's data were the results of pre-configured agents, one each for each of these metrics, loaded on the host server that were up and running in less than an hour. This flexible surveillance methodology is targeted for small, medium-sized IT environments with limited staff that want to enhance their control at a lower cost point than the other alternatives. So for further details on what's configured under the covers, please visit our website to learn more about EADAN, Kwivira's concept of just enough monitoring. So that's it for today. Please follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook, and thanks for watching.